Good morning, don't mind me, I've not long woke up and I plan on doing my hair today, but I thought I'd come out and show you. Yesterday it was glorious and today, I don't know if you can see, it's snowing. That's absolutely bizarre. Easter Monday and it's snowing. Unbelievable. You can see it better out the window for some strange reason. I can't believe it. So where the weather's been really nice, I was thinking I want to have some more bleach in my hair, just a few sort of face framing pieces, and then this morning it snows. How typical is that? I'm still going to go ahead with my bleaching plans. I've mixed up some bleach. I've only mixed up a tiny amount just because, like I said, I just want to do a few face framing pieces, but I'll use up whatever I've got, so I'll just keep on highlighting until I run out. That's what I'm going to do, and then after I'll tone it, and I do want to cut in side fringe, even though it took me so long to grow it out, because it's like here. With Ella tugging at my hair, I have to wear my hair up most of the time now, and I just miss not having any hair around my face, so yeah. It's really hard to full highlight your own hair. This is not how I would do it to someone else. No. Come back when I'm cooked and I'm ready to be toned. So I just washed my hair. I've not even put a brush through it yet, oh my gosh. So I was going to just put an ash toner on it, and I went in and said to Danny, I'm not sure if I should put an ash toner on it or do the copper like I did last time. And normally Danny's like, oh, whatever you prefer, and he was actually like, I actually really like the copper. Danny never ever gives an opinion. Usually he just sits on the fence. So I did look at what colour I used before, but I decided to just switch it up ever so slightly and try and make it a little more copper, but not too much. So I've got the 5cc, got 7p, 8GN and 9G, so a little bit of a different combination, but you know, I want to experiment with different shades of copper, because usually copper's not a colour that I get to put in people's hair, because it's usually those copper tones that people want out. So it's nice to have a bit of fun with it on myself and experiment with different tones of copper rather than do the same thing over and over again. Don't they say variety is the spice of life, eh? So look at that, it's like it's like loop. So yeah, I'm just gonna chuck this all on, leave it, and then I'll come back and show you what the colour looks like. Last time I did it, I definitely erred more on the side of caution than this time, so I'd be interested to see what the colour comes out like. Definitely seems more copper than gold. Last time it was more of a goldy copper, right? So it's the next day. I ran out of time yesterday, so just let my hair dry naturally, and I brushed it this morning. The colour, considering I put a lot more of that electric shock, like the copper, it's not as coppery as I thought it was going to be. It's slightly more copper than it was last time, but not by much. It's definitely more on the gold side again. But yeah, I like it. I may shadow root my roots in, because it's very blonde at the top, and as my natural hair grows through, because I'm so dark, it will be quite an eyesore. So I may go in at a later stage and do that. What I'm going to do today is, I've got this, look, that's as far as I can pull it from the wall. It's ridiculous. I've only used this a handful of times. I thought it would be amazing. It basically takes the split ends off your hair. The way that, like, I was taught to do this is you put your hair in between your fingers and then you snip the split ends as they stick up. It's very time consuming, but that's how generally I get rid of my split ends. Whereas this thing does it automatically, so I thought this would be like a star buy. But there's so many flaws in this, so I don't really recommend it for like professional use. But I suppose for home it's okay. The flaws are, you're meant to charge it and then use it, but it doesn't hold a charge long enough to do a whole head of hair. The lead, because you can use it while it's plugged in, which I have to do, is so short it doesn't reach from the floor like to your whole head unless you're like down by the plug. So for a salon use, I don't see how anyone's using it in a salon, to be honest, unless, I don't know, they use an extension lead where they can just extend it. Another flaw is your hair has to be straight to go through it. So if you've got kinky hair, curly hair, you have to then straighten it before you use it. So to me, it's an oxymoron that you have to use a heat tool to straighten your hair, which causes damage, to then use the split end remover to remove damage. Do you know what I mean? It just seems really odd to me. I'm someone that generally don't use heat on my hair at all, unless it's a special occasion, then I'll put an extra few curls in it or straighten it. Very rarely you see me even put a hairdryer to my hair. I just let it air dry. I don't use heat tools, so this is like you have to use a heat tool before you can use this to get the best results, which is like kind of defeats the object. I don't want to use heat on my hair, so. But anyway, saying all that, because I don't want to say, oh yeah, it's getting all rid of my split ends, and you all rush out and buy it without telling you like the whole story. Yes, it will get rid of your split ends, but if you've got dead straight hair to begin with, this will be perfect for you. But if you've got curly kinky hair, it's not really the one, unfortunately. Like I say, I charge it and charge it and charge it, and then it holds a charge for about 10 minutes. That's not enough time to go through someone's hair. and my hair gets caught in it like too many times, so it hurts a little bit. You also have to have the most tiniest amount of hair to go through, otherwise it gets stuck. And then there's two lights, one pointing up and one pointing down. So, I mean, it's self-explanatory, isn't it? The way you're going is the way you want the arrow to be facing. So this side I'll do it that way, and then when I go to do my other side, I'll have the arrow facing the other way. But I've doing it. See what I mean? I mean, it does work. It does get rid of your split ends, but it's a little on the pulley side. It sounds like the battery's actually dying, but it's plugged in. And where it's like slowing down, it's then starting to tug and hurt. And this is the Pro 2. So, oh my gosh, imagine what the first one was like, if this is an improvement. Pulling off my hair out anyway. It's definitely a good concept. There's just a few kinks that they need to sort out. Like, it doesn't need to be cordless. It could totally be corded like a hairdryer and have a better motor and a longer cord. That would work so much better than it being cordless. But hold on. It does work though, because look at all the hair inside. Definitely doing something. Seems like a lot of work, but it's done. So now I'm going to cut my fringe in. I'm just going to do a line across here, and then I always do a little bit this side just to balance it out. I mean, that's not necessary, it's personal preference, but that's what I like to do. So then I have a bit over this side, and then this bit. So I'm not cutting that bit, so. How long that is, to think it was there. And I do like it, having a longer fringe, like, it's just, I'm probably gonna regret this. I am probably gonna regret this. Okay. I'm gonna hold it out ever so slightly, so it's not like dead straight. I want it to be more feathered in, and oh my gosh, that's so much. I'm gonna do it a bit longer, because then I can always cut more off and see where I am with it, rather than take it really short and then regret it. So yes, let's point cut that in. And then I'm going to take a bit on this side. That'll be my guide for this bit. Swap scissors. These thinning scissors are really good for taking away the bulk, because you can see it's really heavy here. So I'm gonna lift it up to create more of a graduation. See how that softens that down compared to what that looks like to what that looks like? So much better, right? I'll take my next section and hold it up. I should be wearing a cape, but I put them all in the wash yesterday. And there we go. My side fringe is now complete. So long to grow, so quick to chop it off. It's better though, really, because when I have my hair up, I've now got something that just sort of softens my face a bit. Done. I'm gonna swap these crocs for those crocs. And you know what that means? It means it's gardening time. So I picked up these plants from Morrison's. Initially I weren't planning to go Morrison's. I wanted to go M&S because they had a meal deal, but when I got down there it wasn't that great, and I was passing Morrison's on the way back and Sherry had mentioned that they had geraniums in there, so I wanted to go and pick them up. And I always look to make sure I can get, you know, the most for my money. Sometimes you'll see they'll have 2 in 1. These are all single, but in here there is an extra plant. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I look forward to finding out. So I picked them up, 2 for £3, and then I got these sweet peas £1, but look how many you get. And I did count them because some in there had 9, some had 10, some had a little more, but when you open this up, there's even another one there that's just coming up. They're all single plants, so I've got so many plants in here for £1. So I'm going to put them here, there and everywhere. I've got a couple of those things, I don't know if you can really see it, but that's really pretty if a sweet pea will grow up. Oh, my bleeding heart's starting to bloom, very pretty. I got a blueberry bush because obviously I want to start growing some fruits and some vegetables. I'll show you the work that Danny's done to the greenhouse. My blossom tree is just about to pop. We just need a really sunny day to get that to pop. Yeah, a couple of bits of glass did break, but he's got the roof panels in and this side, and cleaning this glass was a challenge. How beautiful that sky is. It's an absolute beautiful day. So yeah, Danny had a week off work after his vasectomy, and yeah, he's absolutely fine now. To be honest, he was back on his feet after a couple of days and said it wasn't nearly as bad as he thought it was going to be, but with his job, and it can be, you know, a bit unpredictable, he did want to take the full week off just to make sure that, you know, he was completely fit and fit before he went back to work. So yeah, I think I'm going to put some of these on my drive as well, because they're annuals, they really push out the colour. There we go. I put 2 either side because I do have a blue flower in the 4 corners here, and then I put this little Brucey bonus plant here. I'm sure I've got another one of these, and I think it begins with an L. If you can identify that, I'd be mightily impressed. So I got 16 plants. I moved these trellisy things over here because I think this would be more showy. just because I have so many of them, I'm actually going to stick them around this pergola that I've got my honeysuckle growing, but on the other sides. I'm also going to stick them on the trellis, which did have clematis growing up it, and it's meant to be an evergreen variety, but I think it's dead because it's not very evergreeny at the moment. So I'm going to just keep popping these in pretty much everywhere. Little girl, can you growl for mummy? Go. Arr. Come on. Come on, growl for mummy. Show everyone how you growl. Yeah. Go. Arr. Why is it when I try and record you, you won't do it? You won't do it! Every time I pull the camera out, you are like, no, me not do it. And I go, ugh. Go on, Baba. He's smiling at me. Growl for mummy. Growl. Always the way. They don't want to do it when you're recording them. Yeah. I can't believe you got up at 7:30 in the morning to come out and do this for me.
I know. I don't think I've been up before 8 o'clock for anything other than work.
So Danny's putting some slabs down just in the middle so I can plant things on the ground either side, but then I've got somewhere to walk in and out without stepping in mud.
The only problem is there's like 30 roof tiles on top of the slabs.
Oh.
I've got to move.
Oh. Bless you. It's a beautiful day.
It's absolutely lush considering what the weather's been like.
Yeah.
Temperature's a bit low.
Yeah, but it's nice. I put in some sweet peas down here, down there. They'll grow up there. My blueberry bush. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. I'm thinking about having like a vegetable patch along here, and maybe down there as well. Let's check on my fuchsias. It looks amazing. Just need a bit of glass there. That's one bit, isn't it, that broke?
Yeah.
And then some panels here that broke. But because this is very old, it's very brittle. So as it was being cleaned and stuff, it was just cracking. Like. And it came with this wonderful workbench. So I've got these trays which will hold water, and then Danny's going to make me a workbench so I can sort of sow seeds and divide plants and all that, and then here they can grow. And then also I think under here I'll put more like root vegetables that don't grow so high, and then on this side like tomatoes and things that grow much taller. That's the plan.
That is the plan. Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
Well, we're going to have like crest coming out of our ears. Hey, crest again?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because you only got like a 2-week turnaround?
Yeah. And Danny was like, what's the first thing you're going to grow in here? And I went and got my blueberry bush and just stuck it in the middle like, nailed it!
Practically grew a couple of millimetres last night.
And then Danny's like, yeah, you're going to have to move it because I don't want to work around it.
Oh.
You love me so much. Even the woman that you got this from said you must love your wife so much, right?
Well, I don't. She obviously is not a gardener, but the gem. This is a little gem they've got here.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. This is probably about 10, 15 year old. Probably.
Yeah. a young couple had bought a house and they were like getting rid of all their stuff they didn't want that they'd sort of inherited with the house.
Sorry.
This was one of the things that...
The lady who lived there was in her 80s, I believe.
Yeah. You don't really find that though. Older people enjoy gardening more for some reason. I've always enjoyed gardening, even when I was a kid.
Well, you saying that, I thought when I'm older, I want to buy myself like the PlayStation 10 and I want to play. And what I realised is after playing with the kids for 2 seconds, I've realised my reactions are nowhere near like they used to be. So I think I might take up greenhouse gardening.
You going to come and join me?
Nah, I still do landscaping.
We make a good team, right? You build it, I grow it.
Oh yeah. Right. Cool. Sounds quite good.
It's very sort of, you can add bits and move bits, isn't it? Because Danny was like, do you want the workbench here? Do you want it at the bottom? Danny left me a massive gap at the back. They also gave us this box that's got loads of like plant pots and things. So I wanted to be able to get behind here and then store things. And then potentially in the corner, if I move that down, I could have a compost bin. And then yeah, I could grow things along here as well. She's looking at you, Holly. And she's growling at you. I wonder if I captured her growling. If I got there quick enough. She's growling at you. Now back, see if she does it again.
Well, look at me.
You finally realised I'm here. You didn't see me, little girl. Mummy crept up on you. Did she growl?
She growled.
I like that clear fish. That clear fish needs to come home with me. You ready? I'm hoping these seeds will be alright.
Yeah, should be.
Let's see. Got some cabbage. Actually got some sweet peas there. I planted them this week. I could have done that. What we got here? Tomatoes, cucumber, spring onions, carrots. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be so busy. 2 lots of carrots.
I love carrots.
More tomatoes. These are just plants that I've had that I keep in case I want to know where they are. Lavender. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm so excited. These look really cool. Love that colour. So I'm gonna have a read and see what I can sow now and what has to wait. That's really pretty. Probably gonna need some little tags though, right? And I have them.
Nice.
As I said it.
I'll go get your marketing.
Yeah. This is cute, look. Parsley. Can't remember what I don't know if I want them green ones. They're diddy. Need to clean all this really. Although I don't suppose it matters, it's just going to get muddy again.
Exactly.
So, fill with compost and start sowing some seeds in my greenhouse. Watch me now!
How you like me now?
I've had these a while. I don't know if they're good or they're bad. I suppose if they germinate, they germinate. If they don't, then I need new seeds, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of how that's going to work. There's no way of really testing. I suppose I could soak them in water and then lay them out and see if they sprout.
Well, it's the other thing, isn't it? It's whether, well, some you've got to put in, I don't really know, but I'm sure
I'll read
some
the
of it you've
packets.
got
I'll read the back of the packets.
you put on tissue paper or
Yeah.
cotton and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, just so they sprout.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
Right, I'm going to be in the man cave.
Bye.
Bye.
Danny's got his music on in the background and I'm hoping that you can't hear it, because if you can, then I'm not going to be able to post this clip. So when I listen back, I'll know whether or not I can post it, but yeah. So I'm starting to sow my seeds. and I'm already loving this greenhouse and nothing's even growing. And to be honest, these seeds are quite old, so I don't know if they're gonna germinate, but let's give it a try, eh? They should start to germinate quite quickly, and if they don't, that means that I need to go and get some new seeds. But it's no major loss because they were just sitting in a tub and I've just been collecting, you know. But so far I've got carrots, beef tomatoes, cucumbers, spring onions. I'm gonna do some lettuce, I'm gonna do some sweet corn. Just, yeah, keep going. And I've actually got some sunflowers that I got for 75% off. So if these take, me and the boys can do these, and that would be fun too. I specifically wanted my workbench here so that I could watch over my pond while I sit here and I can still hear the water. So my new fish is just chilling out in there, getting used to the water temperature difference, and then I'll go and release that little fishy. Can you see the bag floating around in my pond?
Go little away, little fishy. There you go. Welcome to your new home.
The baby fish is hiding in their box. When you first get them home, they're even more scared than they usually are. See, these 3 fish here that are dark in colour, they were the babies of my original fish. They're not scared at all, they're always out, but you can't see them. The more prettier fish, they hide in that box. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.